So as you guys know, I've been covering this weird drone situation in New Jersey for a while now. So lately, I've been keeping a close eye on New Jersey. And a lot of people in New Jersey have been keeping a close eye on this channel because unfortunately, I seem to care more about what's going on in New Jersey than some of the officials who are paid to literally care about what's going on in New Jersey. But anyways, it was brought to my attention today that a lot of schools around New Jersey were like mysteriously shut down last minute this morning. Parents were literally, some of them were getting their kids ready for school, maybe getting ready to go off to work, and then they got an email or they got a text message. They got an alert that the schools were being shut down because of some threat. Now, they did not specify what the threat was. They did not elaborate. They did not go into detail. They just said, hey, we're closing all of these schools down due to a threat. Now, the people in New Jersey, not everyone, but a lot of people are kind of on edge right now. And rightfully so. I mean, you got these mysterious aircrafts hovering over your head every day, and the rest of America is telling you it's not happening. People are trying to tell you, no, that's a helicopter, that's an airplane, when you're looking up in the sky and there's a weird drone floating over your house. So these people are on edge. They get on the internet and there's all these wild theories. Oh, those drones are sniffing out nuclear weapons. There's a nuclear weapon on the loose in New Jersey. I don't believe that at all. Spoiler alert, that theory was not true or right or correct in the least bit. But, you know, that's what these people are dealing with. And they've been dealing with it for months. It's kind of becoming part of their everyday routine now, but still they're on edge. You got these weird things flying in the sky, and then all of a sudden, your kid's school is shut down due to a threat with no explanation. Now, I know what you're thinking. Oh, possibly some weird kid probably threatened that he was going to do something at school, therefore they shut the school down. That was my first thought as well. But I was thinking, hey, if this is just some random kid that made a threat at his school, then they would probably specifically shut down that school and maybe not like the entire district. We're not going to shut down the entire school system. We're not going to shut down schools all across this county because of threats at one school. So in my mind, I was thinking, I think this has to be bigger than just a specific threat at a specific location. Now, they were kind of trying to be secretive about what was going on here. I found out what was going on, and the information is out there, but I don't think they really want it out there. They're trying to kind of keep this one on the hush-hush, because it turns out that the threat was actually a teacher. Not a student. A teacher. One of the teachers at one of these schools, I guess he had some type of breakdown, I don't know. But he was literally posting online talking about wiping out white people. And now you know why they would not specify what the threat was. If this was the other way around, you would never hear the end of it. They wouldn't even talk about the fires in LA anymore. You would be hearing all about the white teacher that said that they wanted to wipe out, minorities or whatever. But that's not the case here. It turns out that this is a black teacher who has been online going on these weird, crazy tirades, these weird rants, racist rants, talking about wiping out white people, talking about just all types of bizarre stuff. And it's just crazy to me because you shut down the whole school system. You shut down all of these schools. And you're really trying to be secretive about this. Why? Why? Well, I think we know why. But I want to go ahead and dive into an article that actually talked about this just a tidbit. Public schools in Montclair, New Jersey were closed on Monday after a teacher at an elementary school threatened its principal on social media, the police say. Several hours later, the school district announced that the potential threat had been neutralized. The teacher, Amir Daughtry, was arrested in Philadelphia on Monday morning and charged with making threats, a spokesman for the Montclair Police Department says. Mr. Daughtry, a teacher at Northeast Elementary School, was put on administrative leave last week when he started showing signs of erratic behavior, Lieutenant Turner said. Mr. Daughtry was in a manic state when he was apprehended and taken to a Philadelphia hospital for a psychological evaluation. The Montclair Police Department said it was increasing patrols around all schools out of an abundance of caution, adding that there was no further danger to the community. Mr. Daughtry is listed as a long-term teacher on the school district's website. A LinkedIn profile for a user with his name says that he owns a business geared toward creating virtual reality lessons for students and that he previously taught sixth graders in Montclair and students in Newark. Not long after the school district announced the school closure on Monday, parents began to speculate that it was connected to a YouTube video featuring Mr. Daughtry. Lieutenant Turner confirmed the connection in an interview. In the video, Mr. Daughtry can be seen holding up a Letterman jacket and saying that he believed he would be promoted to school superintendent and planned to get the title superintendent stitched onto the jacket once that happened. That is how confident I am that I am going to be the new superintendent of Montclair Public Schools, he said. He later added, "We need change. That is the whole point," before making a series of remarks about AI. The video's lengthy caption contained a string of profane, political, and racist assertions. It read in part, "Joe must die, school shooting Montclair school. Pow pow, kills Dr. Joe, racism, racist Joe is dead. He dies tonight." The school's principal is listed as Dr. Joseph Petrino. The Lieutenant Turner confirmed that Dr. Petrino, who did not respond to a request for comment, was the target of the threat. Now, I watched this video that they're talking about, and there was nothing too weird about the video. I guess because I went into the video knowing that this guy was having some sort of manic breakdown, I saw some of the signs, some of the delusions of grandeur about him. Oh, I'm going to be the superintendent and all of these things. So there were some red flags there, I guess, when you're looking really hard. But for the most part, it seemed kind of normal. Seemed like a normal guy that was getting a custom jacket made. You know, if you did not start watching the video already knowing that there was something crazy attached to it, you probably wouldn't think anything of it. But it wasn't the video that was the problem. It was the caption of the video. And as of right now, all of this stuff is still up on YouTube at the time of this recording. By the time you're watching, it may be scrubbed. But I did catch some screenshots of some of what he was saying. And, oh man, it's some crazy stuff. But let's go ahead and dive in and read it. Michael B. Jordan, for you. A bunch of hashtags. This might be way above your pay grade, Chief. If you are a CEO, how do you learn, dumbass? Science, we been smarter than you. Dumbasses, your kindergarten child is smarter than you. And all they do is read. Peace in the Middle East, white people. I don't care. You have to feel the whole thing. All the acid, that's tough love. $1 billion, it's the lottery. Random poor people. Tomorrow, I won exactly $8 billion, making me the richest black superintendent in U.S. history. I want to meet Trump and Obama on my show. I want to bring MLK back to prove the blacks are ready to fight for America, but America is racist, so I'm leaving. Tomorrow, I want Kid Cudi to land from the moon in a delirium from the future, and Richard Pryor hops out with Red. It's a Killer Judgment type show. Random-ish will just happen to people, and then we'll all laugh and get over it. You know how many people die every day? Google it. I predict Google will give me $9 billion for my program. Mazza Amazon Prime will buy the Eagles. I will be the first black football team owner in history. Fuck the white sir. Del Sur, F Mexicans. Government generational lean women's rights in Mexico. September 15th. Mexican Independence Day. Blackout volume goes volumes. Get your ass to Mexico, biatch. I got a meeting with King Caesar, Chase Blue Shooting Bar. 18, DIE. You wouldn't leave me alone, so now your kids are going to off you. Dumbasses, see you never, not one shot. Or I'll make Jake Paul beat up Steph Curry curry chicken. You find curry chicken recipes in Brazil for 9 years, fixing schools there. End the war, give people pizza. Little Caesars, Mexico, September 11th. A Mexican man who dies will come back to life right in front of everyone. Give me $100 billion. Oh my God, teacher. Oh man. I need to pause for a second. There's more. There's more. And I kind of feel like I'm having a manic episode just reading through this stuff. Bear with me, folks. I'm doing my best here. And I'm kind of questioning my life choices right now. Like, this is my job. This is what I do. I sit here and read the delusional rants of people who have lost their minds. Yeah, I guess it kind of comes with the job, though. But let's go ahead and dive back in. Where did I leave off? Oh, yeah, right here. I am a well, fucking in the bathroom. MLK's resurrection. Jesse smokes weed. It's code for love, dummy. More terror, no more violence or acidity. Hey, I am tired, but that's why knowledge is more important, so here's what we do. I want to live my dreams and fly to the moon with Cuddy. That's my price, you dumb fat-styled biatch. I'm Riatch, biatch! LOL. I am from the future, actually. Dumb V, it doesn't hurt when you die. All you feel is love, so off yourself right now, you white racist. Biatch! Your kids. Inebriated, or just give me 6.8 million tomorrow when I wake up. Call it the lottery. The man who opens the door is homeless. Give him the money. The lottery, 8.8 million, go. People need to Philly. Google with the goat. No harm, no video, no violence, or there will be vile silence. Baltimore Ravens owner died by killer bee stings. Kib have a tattoo on my Chet Pecho, be an angel to your white friends. Portugal, the shower thing, subplans. He killed a scorpion daddy. Last words. Hey, dummy, stop trying me. I want all them biatches to come to me. Not a word. I want the biggest and best org the world has ever seen. I want to die a young billionaire with superpowers. Glean is my Justice League. It's a school based in blank... What? I'm sorry. Superpowers, it's my Justice League. It's a school based in Playa. I want to fly there and fuck there all the time. I want my dad to preside over my wedding, and I'll give you the chance to F with me again. Try to kill my father? Guess what, you dumb bee? I got you, devil white, done forever. White will be on the inside if it's bad. Joe must die, school blanking. Montclair, school blanking. Dr. Joe, racism, racist Joe, blanking. He dies tonight. And a bunch of other emojis. And he ends it with purple. A purple will wipe out all the whites. So yeah, folks, that's why they're covering up what's happening in New Jersey. Because of what you just read right there. They hired a mentally ill teacher that hates white people, that is going on manic rants about wiping out white people, about winning the lottery and getting millions of dollars, flying to the moon with Kid Cudi, all types of just random wild stuff. But it's honestly to be expected. Because I don't know how many of you all have paid attention to the public school system lately, but it is absolutely bananas. They are purposely going out of their way to hire people like this guy right here. They are purposely going out of their way to hire woke, weird, sometimes, more often than not, mentally ill people that will promote and indoctrinate kids with their woke ideologies, everything from gender theory, critical race theory, anything you could think of. These are the type of people they're hiring to brainwash your kids with that nonsense. And listen, I'll just be completely honest. If you got a white kid in the public school system, their teachers probably hate them. Just like this guy hates white people. That's the truth. Even if their teacher is white, if it's a woke white, they hate white people. That's what's going on in the public school system right now. A bunch of mentally ill teachers everywhere. And that's not to say that there aren't good teachers. I had good teachers growing up. I had some that I will remember forever that changed the trajectory of my life. But right now, the public school system is in shambles. Every single day, we got a half a dozen people getting arrested for sleeping with students, doing weird things with students, and more often than not, it's the women these days. Literally, every day I get on freaking X or I get on social media and I see 2 or 3 stories about a new teacher, some woman getting arrested for doing stuff with 12-year-olds and stuff like that. So yeah, it's just like the wild, wild west in the public school systems now. You got fighting everywhere. You got people coming up and blasting the place up half the time. You got the teachers now threatening to do it as well. It's like you don't even got to just worry about the students. Now you got to worry about the teachers because y'all went out of your way to purposely bring in a bunch of DEI hires, a lot of which are mentally unstable and absolutely despise some of the kids that they're teaching based on their skin color. It's a recipe for disaster, and I'm surprised that it took this long for us to get to a point where we're hearing stories like this one. But because of how they tried to keep this story on the hush-hush, it lets you know there's more stuff like this going on around America that you'll probably never hear about. The only reason I know that this happened, the only reason I know about these details is because I've had a close eye on New Jersey worrying about the drones, so I've been finding out about different things happening in the news. But other than that, I would have never have known that this happened because our media covers things up like this because our media is responsible for these problems, at least partially. But yeah, that's what the folks in New Jersey are dealing with today. The drones are still flying over their head, and now they got a teacher out here that's having manic episodes threatening to wipe out all the white kids in the school district along with the superintendent, before he blasts off to outer space with Kid Cudi and whatever the hell else he's talking about. But yeah, like I said, I felt like I was losing my mind reading that nonsense. But yeah, this angers me, it frustrates me, but this is where we're at in this country, and we're going to have to do everything we can to change and reverse the damage that has been done here. And the public school systems, we talk about draining the swamp. The public school systems need to be drained. The teachers, the superintendents, everyone, they need to be vetted. A lot of them need to be fired. We need a complete rehaul of the education system here in America. Because what's happening right now, it ain't it. And all of these kids are walking around dumb as hell these days. Half of them can't even read. 18, 19 years old can't even read. First grade reading levels. Weird stuff. Mind you, I was like hooked on phonics in first grade. And then after that, I became a crazy good reader. I was reading things like Shogun and The Godfather, 1,000-page books when I was in 2nd or 3rd grade. Meanwhile, kids these days, they can't even... I don't even want to get into it. You let me know what you think about all of this down in the comments below. While you're down there, hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe, ring that notification bell, and I'll talk to you all very soon in the next one.